it was Albert that woke me up this time. I have COVID. Yeah, I feel like that's a good enough start. Hello and welcome back to The Growing Show. I'm Isabel, your host, and this is a talk show about growing as a person. I fully do have COVID right now, and I'm kind of on the upswing, but it gives me time to finally record a video for all of you. If this is your first time here, what a way to enter. Welcome. And I would just say that if you like growing and developing as a person, if you like watching YouTube videos, if you like hearing stories, go ahead and give me a follow, like, subscribe. And if you are a longtime listener, good to see you again, but you didn't expect to see me like this, you might be saying, wow, Isabel, you look very tired. And that's because, one, I am, and two, I'm not wearing makeup. Take that to the bank, America. Oh, Albert. Yeah, I don't have it in me today to do the theme song, so I apologize to those of you that really love it. Next episode, I'll get it in. Before we dive into the show, I think I'm going to start off with the snack because it's what I need. I love to share a snack with my viewers as they watch the show. Today's snack is... This is a lot harder to do when you don't have energy. DayQuil orange juice emergency. Not sponsored. You fully just watched me start the show with a shot glass on the table. And I want to apologize for that, but it is because of the DayQuil. Now, if you're not sick, please don't take any DayQuil. That's not for non-sick people. That's just for me. Fun fact about this shot glass, I put a little sticker on here. There's this really cool girl in college named Juliet. She had an Instagram account called The Sandwich. She would just go around and try different sandwiches and review them. And she's literally one of the coolest people I've ever met. And I think the sandwich is a really cool concept. So I got one of the stickers and I put it on a shot glass. And I almost exclusively take shots out of this. Only a DayQuil, of course. Cheers. Whew! It's better every time. Okay, now to the fun one. I don't know how you like to take your emergency, but for me, it's gotta be orange juice. I can't do water. I guess I could do Sprite. Never really tried that, I guess, but... Whew! It's like I'm a bartender. That's nice. So where have I been? Great question. I've been busy. Being a grad student really comes for you in a way that I wasn't expecting. Working alongside of being a grad student is really something too. So I just haven't been able to make as much content as I like. But nevertheless, she persisted, and I'm gonna keep making videos when I can because I love it, and I really love the community that we have here on The Growing Show. So thank you for sticking with me through all this, and I'm back. Secondly, I'm looking for more stories to share on The Growing Show. So if you have a story about the time that you've grown as a person or you've learned something really valuable, I would really love if you could send it in. I'm trying to get a good pile of them so that I can go into the new year with a lot of new content. So if you have a story of a time you grew or you learned something really valuable or something really funny happened to you that you learned or grew from, go ahead and send it to thegrowingshow@gmail.com. I am so dizzy right now. Oh, this is a fun episode. Okay. Send in those stories. That would be great. So, you know, when you are quarantined in your room for days on end, you have time to really think about things. You really have a chance to think about things. So I've been reflecting a lot on one thing in particular, so I thought that is what I would share about today. And that topic is adult friendships. I guess I could just simplify it to friendships in general, but now that I'm out in the adult world, which is odd, I'm experiencing friendships in a new way, and I would love to talk about it because I bet something might be happening like that to you too. I don't know. Maybe you've got friendships all figured out. Maybe you do. I'm excited for you if you do. Man, it's just been so meaningful to dig into these friendships that I have and to build platonic intimacy. So today I thought that I would go through some of the gifts that I've gotten from my new friends and tell little stories about what they've taught me. These new people that are coming into my life since I've moved in Boston. And through doing so, I hope that I can help you begin to reflect on the gifts of people that are in your life, the things that they give you, the ways they enrich your life, and the platonic intimacy that may be readily available for you, wherever you are. Let's start. First of all, I love South Dakota. This is a mug that I got from my friend James. James is British. We actually met on a dating app, believe it or not. We met on Bumble. And pretty early on, James was like, hey, listen, but in a British accent, I already have a girlfriend, but I'm new to Boston and I'm really looking for friends. And I was like, yeah, I'm looking for friends too. So we hung out and found out that we are very compatible friends. We're going to do a hiking challenge in New Hampshire together. We drove down to New York because my friend Brittany and his girlfriend Michaela both live in New York. And then Michaela and James came to my birthday party and they got me not one, but 2 South Dakota mugs. And they're just such great people. And I'm so lucky to have both of them in my life. Honestly, thank you, Bumble, for bringing me James and by proxy, Michaela. So yeah, if you are a young adult looking for friends, Bumble is not an awful place. Cheers. Cheers, James. Also, he just texted me to check in this morning. There was a snowstorm in Wisconsin, and I texted my family, and they're like, yep, we're snowed in. We haven't had power for 6 hours. And I was like, thank goodness James texted me, because I had no clue that there was a storm going on in Wisconsin, because I have been laying in bed with my head under a pillow. Thanks, James. And I hope my family's doing okay. They seem to be doing okay. Speaking of my family, my brother is getting married. So a gift that I got from him and his fiance is their save the date, covering the date because we don't need any wedding crashers. I took this picture that's on their save the date invitation, and I also got to be present at their proposal. I was hiding in the woods with mud smeared on my face to get a photo of the proposal. I'm so excited for that wedding. Man alive. And also, being friends with your sibling rocks. I highly recommend it. As long as they're non-toxic or manipulative, recognizing that it's a massive privilege that these two are neither of those things. They are fantastic people, and they love me very much. And the gift that they're giving me right now is being able to celebrate them soon enough. And the gift of anticipation. I am so grateful to them for that. Wedding invite. Oh, there's a bug. How is a bug in my room in winter? The heat doesn't really reach my room in my house in Boston. And when you have a fever, that is a problem. Anyway. Oh, next is, you're familiar with this one. This is a gift from Christopher, the British priest, with whom I'm having a gift off. Before I show you this, I will say on the last day, we have class together every Monday. And the last Monday class, we came into class and we were like, yep, we have our final gift. And he gave me this, and I gave him a bag full of 5 or 6 tea packets, because that's how long we probably won't see each other for, 5 weeks. And I realized that for a few seconds, I truly believed that I was the only source of tea that Christopher had. He's British. He knows where to find tea. I really gotta do some inner reflection on that. But anyways, he got me this patch, Not All Who Wander Are Lost, from a time he and some of the other priests, I go to school with priests, went up to New Hampshire, and he just said it reminded him of me, because I wander. Yeah, and I love it. I'm gonna put it on my backpack. It matches my backpack too. He really nailed this present. I love Christopher. Maybe I'll bring him on the show sometime. Man, I really hope I don't look like garbage today. But speaking of wearing a hoodie, this hoodie was a gift from some new friends I've made in Boston too. So I work with Boston College undergraduate students. One of them watched the show and saw this sign. And for my birthday, a group of them got together and bought me this. Seek discomfort. And that was so touching. Because no one ever has to get you anything. You know what I mean? Aside from your parents when you're a child. Nobody really has to give you a gift. Like, has to. And so the generosity of these particular students, I was so grateful for. And now I've been wearing it ever since I've got COVID. So thank you to my BC undergrads who I love, who got me this sweatshirt. I'm wearing it. And I have COVID. Okay. Next we have this wall decor butterfly. It is from my friend Brittany, the one that lives in New York, and I don't know where to put it. It doesn't necessarily fit the vibe of my room, but I do love Brittany. So if you have any idea what I should do with this, please comment below or message me directly. Thoughts and prayers. And this one is so funny. Let me give the backstory first, actually. So I have a very close priest friend whose name is Shane. And he always takes these really intense black and white Instagram pictures, you know, like where somebody's sitting like this, or like someone sitting by a fire, just really like the thinker vibes. And I always comment on them. And one time I put one of them as the background of my phone and I told him about it. And so at our recent Christmas party, he brought me this framed photo. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if there's a glare or anything. I fully cried in the staircase when I was given this gift. It is so big, right? It's so big. But trust me, it's a hilarious photo, and I am so grateful to Shane for that photo. But why am I showing you these presents? It's not to show off that people have been giving me things, though I'm sorry if it feels that way, but rather to kind of point out that there's love all around. When I was growing up, I truly believed that the only relationship that you should really be looking for is a romantic one. And with Hallmark movies, books, romantic relationships were just seen as the ultimate form of relationship. And so that's what I look for. And I have had great instances of love in my life. Great instances of romantic love. I couldn't be luckier. But I never really took time to dig into friendships in a deep way until really recently, I would say. And it has made this huge difference in my life. I know we're getting around Christmas, so I thought I would, bring up this theme of gift giving, but also of who is already a gift in your life. I think that's the question that I have for you, because I have to have forced reflection during COVID quarantine. There are just so many gifts in my life of people. And man, platonic intimacy is the real deal. James texting me this morning to see if my family's okay in Wisconsin. My friend Sarah has been texting me to drink water regularly because I've been forgetting because I'm just sleeping. My housemate Samantha, who is my perfect angel, queen, princess. I love her. I called with her and her boyfriend last night to watch a movie on FaceTime. I just really want to encourage you to dig into your platonic friendships and don't be afraid of intimacy in those spaces. I think often I have reserved intimacy for a romantic partner, but when I allow others to get close to me, I realize that there's just such a variety of love to be had. That's it. That's the thing. There's such a variety of love to be had in adult friendships. There's a Scott Fitzgerald quote, and it says, "April is over, April is over. There are all kinds of love in the world, but never the same love twice. And during my COVID reflection, that's been what I've been thinking about. I've just been able to experience hundreds of different types of love since I really began digging into my friendships. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. That's what I'm going to leave you with this week. Reach out to your friends and thank them. We can't thank each other enough. And in times when it feels like the world is falling apart, our friendships can really remind us that we're not alone. That's kind of why I'm making this show too, to remind you that you're not alone. And that's today's show. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'll say it. It's fun making content. But I can't keep making it unless you send me your stories. So please, one more time. I know that you're going into Christmas break. I know you are. I know you are. So as a gift to me, over the break, please send in a story to thegrowingshow@gmail.com. Or if you want to come on the show, send me an email, send me a DM on the Instagram, The Growing Show, or message me here on YouTube. I don't know. As always, I'm Isabel, and I may not know much. This has been The Growing Show.